All right, guys. So we're now on day 3. We're going to do volume, and our last volume lesson is on spheres. We know what spheres are. We've seen them all over the place. And to find the volume of how much can fit in a sphere, there is a very unique formula. And when we use our formula today, we're going to have to be very kind of specific with the calculator. And I could go into detail, but it would take some time on how the formula is created. There is some stuff that's cool to see, like the video we showed with the popcorn kernels. But for now, we're going to keep it pretty simple. And really, I mean, look at this sphere. What's the only thing that they're showing you? The only measurement they're going to show you is the radius. Okay. There are some things to understand. Do you see? Let's try to get this in your mind. If I just shaded in this part here, you see this part here that I just shaded in? All right, that is, if you could see the 3D model of this and you see my circle here, we just cut it in half, that would be one side or one half of the sphere. And the word they use for that, the prefix, hemisphere. So half of a sphere. So the hemispheres, and our Earth is divided into hemispheres. So hemisphere is something you should know as well. So let's go ahead and just get all this out of the way here. And then as we, all right, sorry about the interruption. Now we're going to look at this formula. The formula for a volume of a sphere is unique. It first starts out as 4 over 3 times pi times r, the radius, to the third power. And all you need is your radius, and you're going to plug that in where you see the r. Okay. So instead of radius, we're going to put in 5 to the third power. All right. And you would plug this into your calculator. All right. Let me go ahead and show you how to do that. So open up your calculator, you would see it, and it would be 4 over 3, okay, times pi, okay, times, this is interesting now. We haven't used this part of this feature of the calculator really much. If I hit 5 to the third power, this one would square it. But if I hit this one, I can choose what power I want to take it to, okay? And I'm going to type in, or I can just click 3. And my answer here is 523.5. If I round to the 10th, 523.6, okay? So that's basically it. This is your formula, 4 over 3 times pi times 5 to the third. And you plug this in, you're going to be good to go. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to the next problem. Let's see if we can. All right, cool. Now we have a decimal. So let's go ahead and plug this in. I got to clean up my screens a little bit. So let's go ahead and plug this in. So now the volume of a sphere, you're going to have to memorize these, by the way. So it's 4 over 3 times pi r to the third. So this is always a confusing one, and I always remind you guys before we take any quizzes or anything, what the formula is times pi times 1.2 to the third power. All you have to do is plug it in. Why don't you go ahead and try that on your own, and let's see what you can do. All right. And I'm going to actually get fancy. I don't need to change much in my calculator. I can just backspace a couple. 1.2. Hit that button to the third power, and look what I got. 7.2. Okay. I was going to round it at 7.2. Alrighty. Let's do another one. All right, we got a word representation here. And this one says a globe is a map of Earth shaped as a sphere. What is the volume to the nearest tenth of a globe with a diameter of 16 inches? So let's go ahead and draw our globe. We can draw a better circle than that. Oh, maybe we can't. I don't think I have a protractor. Ooh, Mr. Marusik's gonna get fancy here. Love it. Didn't realize I had that. I know you guys always love when I pull out the tricks on my computer. And, oh, this is sweet. Should have gone over this when we were going over degrees, right? Or when we went rotations wise. that it's cool. Okay, very cool. All right, let's get this. Now, be excited about silly things, I guess. Now, we have this. Oh, we made it even crazier. I can now go ahead and pull this out and give you, it says a diameter, doesn't it? So what's a diameter? It's straight from one side to the other. All right, and now it says a diameter of 16. So we know what to do. This isn't too much for us. We can handle this. We know diameter is going to get cut in half. So my volume is going to be pi times r, or hold up. It's 4 over 3 times pi times the radius to the third. I know my radius is going to be, what, half of 16 is 8. All right, let's go ahead and go to our calculator. You guys do this on your own. Check your work. I'm going to get even fancier. All I need to do is type in 8 right there. My final answer is 2,144.6. If I wanted to round it up, that would put it to 0.7. And I think it did ask you to put it to the actual 10. All right. Now, I am going to do one last problem. I'm going to have some fun. So sometimes they actually do problems like this. They're trying to test your knowledge. And we talked about at the beginning what a hemisphere is. We're going to have to use that. So I'm not going to get all fancy with my tools. But if I had this ice cream cone, right, and we're going to go ahead and use, that's my ice cream on top. Okay. Now we're going to find the volume of the whole thing. So if I said here to here is 2 inches. Okay. We'll just call it 2. That's 2. All right. And then my height from here to here is 6 inches. All right. Well, what is the total volume? All right. You're going to have to do a couple formulas here. Do the best you can. Remember, the cylinder formula, not cylinder, cone, is pi r squared divided by, or times height divided by 3. Right? It's the same as a cylinder, but you cut it into thirds. And then the sphere is 4 over 3 times pi r to the third. But do we have a full sphere here? No, we only have half of it. So how in the world are we going to do this? So when you handle this, you're going to get this answer. And what do you think you're going to do to this answer? You get this final answer and you're going to cut it like a sphere. You're going to cut it in half, whatever that answer is. So that's going to be 2 that goes here. So let's go ahead and handle that right now and get our answer. So if we did that, this is going to be 2. Okay. And then we get this answer, 33.51. I'm going to go ahead and go 33.51 divided by 2. And then I get 16.75. Okay. That's important. That's going to be part of our answer. All right. Then we got to go pi r squared times height. Oops, where did it go? Okay, pi r squared times height. So this one's going to be, the radius is still 2 of my cone, right? We're going to use that number here. 2 goes here. And then what's my height? 6. All right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, let's go back here. So it's going to be pi times 2 squared times 6. And remember, all of this, oops, I forgot to use my parentheses. Because it is a cone, there's 3 cones in a cylinder. We're going to divide it all by 3. We're going to get this answer, 25.13. And what do you think I'm going to do with those two answers? 16.75 plus 25.13. I get 41.8. All right, final answer. You could handle a problem like that. Do the best you can on the quizzes. And then tomorrow, listen up. Tomorrow and Friday, I am sending a quizzes that is going to be 1 try only. This is your test for the week. Do that, complete that. I will also put in a couple more makeup assignments in the makeup work tab for my regulars, my 8th graders, my periods 1, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. If my monitors want to do something, they can reach out to me. I can maybe send them something. But as of now, periods 1, 3, 4, and 5 can do any of the makeup work, and I will replace some of those late assignments you did. But for Thursday and Friday, you're completing the test and you're doing the makeup work. Okay, guys, do the best you can. You'll hear from me later.